do our first kids painting in this series while our children are out of school. Hopefully, we're all crammed around this little table, so hopefully this will work. Reddick, can you go tilt it just a little bit up? Just tilt it so it's like, so.
This or this?
Yeah, like that, okay. Oh, yeah, that should be good. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay, so what we have here, we have our basic supplies. I've got a ton of paintbrushes. I have graphite paper, and I have paint trays. And then you could use canvases, which I linked in the blog post the other day. It looks like Amy's on. Amy, if you could link that blog post, that would be super awesome. But we are going to use mixed media paper, which this is a mixed media pad. And you can frame these when you're done, or you can just keep them like filed away. So I'm going to give each of my kids one, and then I'm going to show you just kind of how I use my mixed media pad. So when I do different paintings, I just paint them in here if I don't want to put them on a canvas. So I'm going to flip to a new page.
Are we going to put ours on like a wooden board or something?
We're just going to paint them.
I guess.
Yep. Alright, so I printed off. Good morning. I am having trouble. Oh, Alicia says smile. She's in full-blown middle school mode. Okay, so this is the template that we are using, and you can find it on my website. When you purchase the template, it's $5, and it comes with all the sizes. Well, this is the letter sized. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give each kiddo a piece of graphite paper, and they are going to place their bunny wherever they want on their page. I'm going to put our graphite paper down.
I don't see a bunny.
Well, dude, the bunny's right here.
Oh.
And you're going to set your bunny wherever you want it. You can do it high or low. I'm going to leave room on mine so that we can put grass at the bottom.
Can I have a bigger piece of
Yes.
graphite paper? That's not big enough.
Okay. All right, so then we're going to take a pencil or a pen, whatever you have that's sharp, and they're going to trace the lines right onto their mixed media paper. And I'm going to do mine. You just hold it down, and then you're just going to take and you're going to just go across all the lines. And what's going to happen is it's going to make it look like this on your paper. I messed that up just a little bit. If you mess up, just go back over it. Okay, so you're just going to trace the whole thing, and I'm going to do mine too.
But I cannot tell where I've already traced.
That's okay. If you go over a line twice, it's all right. Okay, and if your graphite paper isn't big enough, you can move it. Like, just trace part of it and then move it. I'm going to trace mine about right here. And I'm going to use a pen. Good morning, Miss Mary. My camera's a long way away, so if you say something and I don't answer, I apologize. We're just going to trace this on.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
You are so good at this.
I was being sarcastic.
I know you are. Feel free to sprinkle this on your Facebook page for all those moms who are at home, or grandparents that are at home with their grandkids during this crazy break. I'm going to call it a break, even though it kind of doesn't feel like a break.
The corona.
The corona break?
People are getting sick from the beer.
Oh, stop it. Y'all hear what my son just said. Oh, good morning, Kay.
You never heard of corona can?
Yeah.
It seems gross.
Reddick says that people are getting sick from a beer.
The corona cans.
Oh, that's going off with my... So this is the first step. And guys, really, you can take this process and you can do this with any kind of coloring page, whatever you want to do. I just had some new templates that I released and I wanted to paint them, so I thought...
Do we color this in?
No. No, just trace it. I thought this would be a good way to...
What I mean, do we trace the eyeball? And
I would just trace the circles.
The pupil.
Just trace the circles.
This? For this thing?
Yeah, the big circle and then the little circle inside. But I thought this would be a fun way to go ahead and paint them.
Is it going to be red on my paper?
Nope. What color do you think it's going to be on your paper?
What?
gonna be black.
Done.
And remember, it does not have to be perfect. You have to pick your paper up, buddy. Pick your graphite paper up. There's your bunny! Show him your bunny. Look,
How does that work?
because this paper transfers. It's black. It transfers on. So see, if you look at the paper, you can see where you traced. Isn't that neat? Yeah, it's pretty neat, huh? Okay, let me finish tracing mine, and then
So now I paint this.
we're gonna paint it in just a minute.
Oh, I need an eraser.
For what?
Erase that.
Oh no, it's okay. We're gonna paint over it. All right, they beat me,
Who did?
y'all.
Wait.
They beat me. They got finished before me. So let me finish tracing mine. I think I got it all. Yes. Okay, and I want y'all to look. It's not gonna be perfect, friends. But we just want to get the general drawing on there. All right, thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so let me clean up our mess because we've got lots of people at one table. And we are going to get some paint. Now, I am going to ask my children, this one especially, would y'all like to watercolor or acrylic paint?
Watercolor.
What's
Okay.
the difference?
Get the watercolors out. They're in one of those drawers. Grab the watercolors. And I'm going to do acrylic paint. And this one at least is going to do watercolor. So,
What's
we'll
the
just have-
difference?
watercolors is like, it's like that stuff you used to use at school.
You use water.
Use water. You want to do that, or do you want to do acrylic paint?
What's acrylic paint?
Acrylic paint's like the normal paint. In the
I
little
want to
bottles.
do the normal one.
Okay. What color do you want your bunny?
A color that looks cool.
Okay, I'm gonna do gray.
I want to do like tan.
Black paint.
I want to do like tan.
Yeah. There's a black marker, but you're gonna want to use it last after you.
I messed up on the lines though.
I mean, it's okay. You're gonna paint over them.
Ooh.
Okay. There's a tan. Here's a gray. Here's a
Do we just put it
black.
right here?
No. Oh my goodness.
I'm a professional.
Yes, he is a professional. All right, I'm gonna get a few more colors that are bright and fun, and will look good with our paintings. Reddick, I'll move the paintbrushes over here.
Smells funky.
Kinsley, if there are any that you need, you can use any of these, or you can just use that one if you want to.
I think I'll do acrylic.
You're gonna do acrylic?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna do acrylic with us.
What's this?
That was the top of the pot. See, like he's sitting in like a pot. Okay, well then you're gonna be in charge of getting the colors.
This is
as you need
gray.
them. No, it's not. It's tan. Don't get your sleeve in it.
Maybe I'm just colorblind.
Okay, Kinsley, we can use this one. Okay,
I'm gonna
friends.
keep my bunny white.
Okay, you can keep your bunny white. All right, so here's our water, and you can use whatever colors you want. Just squirt them on there, and we get started painting. So I'm just gonna paint. Hello, friends. Oh look, Aunt Linda's on and Nana's on. Okay, so I'm just gonna start painting my bunny. I just got a paintbrush. You don't have to be particular. Just make sure that it's small enough that it can get in the areas that you want.
Mom, you did it. You called her Aunt Linda.
I know, I did it for y'all. I did it for y'all.
Yeah,
Love you too. I'm also gonna grab a little bit of black.
Yeah, I need black.
I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit because the black goes a long way. But I'm gonna fill in my bunny.
Wait, Mom.
Yes, baby.
If I messed up, I didn't do the lines. Can I put like black lines?
Yeah, we can do all that last. All right. So we're just gonna paint.
It
Kinsley,
had
if you
big
want an
eyeballs.
apron, you can put an apron.
It had big eyeballs.
That's okay.
See? Like a whole inch.
They said, "Hi, Radek. Hello, kids."
Hi. Love you too. It says love you. Hi,
I can't see
Radek.
that bar.
It says love you. Hi, Radek.
All right. So I'm just kind of painting in if you can see, but I'm just kind of painting in my bunny. I'm going to paint all the areas where it needs to be gray.
How long till Easter anyway?
Guys, I don't know what day Easter is this year. I looked it up.
If anyone knows, put it in the chat.
That's right. If anyone knows, put it in the chat. My kids were super not excited about painting with me today, but they need to do some creative stuff, you know. It's good for your mental health.
It's better than board games.
Did y'all hear that? It's better than board games.
It has the word
Oh,
board.
April 11th.
April 11th.
April the 11th.
What's that? Aunt Linda that said that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. He
This
looks.
is pretty scrunched up, us all three painting at the same table. Like this.
You need to buy us all a person.
Oh, somebody else said April 12th.
Herm.
Which one is it?
Herm.
April 11th and a half.
We'll split the difference. We'll just do it in the middle of the day. That sound good?
Easter can be 2 days, right?
If you want it to be, I guess. Technically, no.
Alexa, what day is Easter?
Sunday,
April
April
12th.
12th.
April 12th.
That's the winner. Okay,
We
so
have a winner.
I have my bunny colored in while it's still a little bit wet. Kinsley, can you hand me, there should be, oh, the big bottle of white down there, please.
I don't think that's the one.
I'm going to add
Are
a
any
little
of our
bit.
kids doing this?
I don't know, maybe.
Most grown-ups though.
Well, it's probably, I did it for kids so that moms and grandparents could do it with their kiddos. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of shadow to the outside of my ears while it's still wet. So I just took some black
The Erie's Canal.
on my brush, and I'm just kind of outlining the ears. And then I'm going to fade in with the gray.
What is this?
Just a second, maybe.
Okay, that orange is empty and so is this one. I'm gonna
Look down on the floor. There's another bucket. There might be an orange in there.
No, look in the one over here.
I don't think I have any more in there.
Yep, you do.
I do? Oh, that's an ugly orange. Okay, I'm going to show y'all. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, you see how the outside is a little bit darker than the inside? While it's still wet,
This
you
one looks more
can
accurate.
you can kind of get the colors to mix
This one's darker.
and create that shade. Now, that's more for the grown-ups. If the kids wanted to do it,
Go
then
wild.
they totally can, or they can choose to skip that part. But I'm just adding a little bit up here.
Where's a pink?
Where is a pink?
Right here.
There's a pink.
Thanks.
You're welcome. What happened?
Bong.
It's just paint. It can be painted over.
Bong.
It does not want to cooperate. He doesn't want to cooperate.
The chair was shaking more than this was shaking.
It was.
Let's see. Now are you going to work? Probably not.
I need a new paintbrush.
Make sure you put it in the water when you're done with one.
I'm going to use it again.
This kind of looks like red.
Whoa.
Hello, Miss Ginger. Miss Ginger's watching. Can I say hi?
I
Who's
don't
Miss
know who Miss
Ginger?
Ginger is.
She's one of my friends.
Oh, hi. Hi, Mom's friend. Ginger.
Let's see. Good job!
You never answered my question. What is that?
That's the pot, the rim.
Yeah, she did.
Goal! They made a three-pointer. the rim. And it didn't even hit the rim.
Alright, so I just added just a little bit of texture to my bunny with the shading and kind of the mixing of the different colors. But you don't have to do that. You can just have a solid color bunny if you want.
Can't you tell how much I totally
I don't know
did
if you
that?
can see, but it just kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. Now we will be adding details on top of that. Yes, every Thursday at 11 for Creative Kids Time. Miss Ginger says, hi, Kinsley and Rodick.
How does she know my name?
Because she said it like 3 times.
I talk about y'all too. I mean, I do like y'all. Y'all are my kids.
You like us?
Yeah, duh. Okay, now
Okay.
we're gonna do. Oh, you know what? Before I keep going, I'm gonna grab. Ooh. I'm gonna grab blue, and I'm gonna paint the background blue.
What color should my carrot be?
Orange.
We only have one orange.
There you go, bud.
How
You
often
can add-
do you use orange? Or do
I
you
need
just
a
not
black.
buy orange?
There's a black right here. Yeah, I tend to go through my oranges and I forget to bring more over.
Oh, I messed
Careful,
that up.
buddy. Do down lower.
You need 10.
Please.
Please.
Mom.
What?
You need 10.
All right, so I'm mixing some turquoise and some white, and I'm gonna grab a bigger brush, and I'm gonna just kind of do the background in this bright blue. Maybe if I can get it over here. So I just put the turquoise and the white on my paint palette, and then I just kind of mixed it with my brush. Yes, they totally can.
Do what?
And that was what you can use the same tracing technique with the graphite paper for any coloring pages.
Look at that.
You're silly. It looks good. Those are hard details to add.
A nose, a mouth, and whiskers.
Yeah, with a brush, they're hard to add.
All I did was draw lines.
Good.
What color should I make the eyeballs?
Black.
Friends, if y'all have a Hobby Lobby around, they do sell kid-size aprons. If you worry about your kiddos' clothes. If not, you could always put just an oversized t-shirt on.
Oh my. That's pink.
Wait, let it dry and we can go back and add white. Now, one thing you do want to be aware of is with acrylic paint, if you mess up, you need to let it dry or use a blow dryer. That's something that I usually keep on my paint table when I'm painting. Use a blow dryer and let it dry. It's not plugged in right now, bud. Just wait. Just go into another part. And then let it dry and then you can paint right over it. Alright, so I'm just kind of coloring in this around. Ideally, I should have done this before I started painting my bunny and even before I traced, but I was not thinking about my background. So, no harm, no foul. I'm going to add a little bit of white in here so that it's not just turquoise.
Okay, here, let's see.
Okay, I'm going to show y'all what that streakiness looks like. I don't know if you can see, but it's not just blue. It has some streakiness to it. Okay, now let's see. What color do I want to paint my pot? Not green, not orange. What if we did purple?
Red.
Or pink.
Like that red, kind of.
I don't think I want red on my Easter painting.
Tan.
I don't think I want tan on it either. That looks pretty though. Okay, so Kinsley, you're totally making like a watercolor technique.
Yeah, pretty much.
You want to see hers? Can I show
no,
it?
you don't.
She says no, you don't. It looks really neat. She just added a little bit of paint to her brush and is using it doing it almost like a watercolor. All right.
Does Mimi like these?
I don't know. Good thing it's a bunny, not a chick. Foul, foul.
Sorry, what?
What? I don't don't get it. Funny foul.
What?
I don't know.
I'll read you it. It says, good thing it's a bunny and not a chick. Foul, foul, cry, cried, cry.
She's doing laugh.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't get the joke. I'm dense this morning.
I don't get it.
What does it say? Oh, no harm, no foul. That's funny. Because that's another word for a chicken is foul. All right. Adding some purple in here. What color are you going to paint your pot? He says, I don't know.
Red.
Where's the orange?
There. There. You have it right there.
Oh.
So guys, size down your brushes when you're trying to get in these smaller spaces.
I just use this small brush the whole time.
Yeah, some people do that. She's using a little bitty brush.
Well, this is a orangey carrot. What?
Ginger says she likes being funny, but it flopped. You know, like bunny ears. It flopped like bunny ears. Now you can laugh. Reddick's expression in... I can't see what it says. You can go read it if you want.
It says, Reddick's expression and creeping is making me giggle. Alicia.
This is Alicia.
Yeah.
Alright. That looks so pretty, Kinsley. Will you paint mine next time?
No.
Nah.
No. No.
She's my little artist. She doesn't like to claim it, but she is. Alright, I'm going to add a
I'm
little
not
bit.
good with paint.
I'm going to add a little bit of shadow down here in this corner.
I like drawing. That way I can add texture and shading and erase it when I mess up.
I need green, like a light green.
Like this one that I have in my hand. I can't get any other. Oh, that's weird. What's wrong, buddy?
Yay.
Yeah, I do like
If I
that.
had to wait the whole time
So what?
till you give me it.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna paint this bottom part this light green. I'm gonna bring some of those brush strokes
You
up.
got to paint the carrot.
I will. I haven't done it yet. I kind of jump around. Alicia is texting me and I can't see what it says. All I can see is that she's texting. Oh girl, there's no better time to start. Right now. Just do it. My kids, sometimes I have to kind of force them to do stuff like this, but they end up liking it, even if they don't admit it. Do you see the look on that face? She's like, no, this is the last thing I want to be doing today, Mom.
She'd rather be watching funny on YouTube.
Yes,
Yes.
but
Where's the white paint?
right there, baby.
The white bottle.
Just get a little bit, though.
All of it.
No, just get a little bit.
It's that giant bottle sitting on the table that's labeled white paint.
Not.
Can't see what that
It doesn't say
says.
white paint.
It is white paint, goofball.
It says
Just a little bit, though. Oh, okay, that's good. All right. This is looking a hot mess. So let's just keep going. Okay, so I need to do a smaller brush. Go size down. Friends, this is the return date for school in Ohio. Yes, but I don't believe it. So I think it's April 6th, but I don't see that happening.
I don't either.
Okay, so I love these microfiber towels, especially if many of us are painting and we're using the same brushes. You can literally just dab your brush. Like, I push mine down. It's controversial. A lot of people say I'm messing up the bristles, but I've used the same brushes for 3 years. I push them down, get all the paint out of there. and then I go back and forth and straighten them back up. Okay, so that's how I take care of my brushes. And if you need to use it, it's dry and you're ready to go again. You don't want a wet brush when you're dealing with acrylic paint.
Unless you're doing watercolor
Unless you want it to
style
look
like me.
watercolor style. Right.
Like mine.
You see, hers looks watercolor.
Trying to make it
Well,
It looks so pretty.
Mine looks so good. How about this? The next winner gets mine. This game.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll mail yours to the next winner.
Yep.
Whoever comments that they want Reddick's painting, he's willing to give it away.
Yeah.
He's so very generous like that.
Okay, now I just need to outline.
Okay, after it's dry, you can use the paint markers.
Wait. So I think it says, "Hi, I'm from California."
Let's see what it says.
Yeah, it says, "Hi, I'm from California."
And
That
then
was
they
a-
said, "Very pretty, Kinsley, very pretty, Kins."
Thank you. Reddick, that was a very beautiful close-up you just did.
Okay, I'm going to show y'all mine. It's very much a work in progress. It's just kind of the background layers. But so far I have some purple, and I have some grass down there, and I have a blue sky background.
I need more green.
Oh, here. Okay. If you do happen to get paint on yours or your children's clothing, put maybe even your microfiber towel between the layers and dab it with alcohol and on a cotton ball until you get it all out.
Wow, no one wants my thing.
That's not true. They haven't had a chance to answer yet.
Why?
It's been like 2 minutes, maybe 3.
I know somebody wants it. Who wants Reddick's painting? Aunt Sassy is on. She wants it.
She does.
She's gonna want it. Aunt Sassy, don't you want Reddick's painting? Okay. So I'm gonna go. I need some of your orange. Actually, can I just use your brush?
I think I might put some gray on mine.
Where should go to Graham? What
He's not there right now.
I know.
She's by herself.
Okay,
What
gray.
a fucker.
Sorry.
There's some gray. Oh no.
Got the gray. Okay. Now I'm trying this. Okay. Okay,
I
came
feel
out.
like my painting's gonna be very abstract.
Doesn't look
Yes.
very abstract.
Oh, I am using acrylic paint. Reddick, everybody is wanting your painting. They're all saying if one of the grandparents don't want it, I want it. So your painting's going somewhere, buddy. Oh, y'all made his day. I'm gonna mix. I don't have a lighter orange, so I'm gonna mix a little bit of white
So what
to
should
get my orange for my nose. What, baby? I don't know. You could do blue.
Pupil.
Pupil. Purple. Oh, let it fly around. Alright, so I've got a lot of orange paint on my brush.
A lot.
A lot. And so I'm just mixing it with a little bit of white.
I almost dropped this into the paint.
Oh, that would not have been good. And I've got a lighter color. Oh, Miss Ginger says she can't see comments. That's why she figured that a grandparent had already claimed it. Oh, this turned a little bit too pink. So let me get a little bit more orange back.
Ginger wants it.
She said if somebody else doesn't want it, she wants it. Alright,
Okay.
so we've got an orange nose. And then I'm going to go with a dark green for my carrot.
I kind of liked how the pink looked.
Grass. Oh, you did? Well, I'm going to do pink cheeks. Oh, you're making a gray bunny too. So yours looks better than mine.
No, it doesn't. I like how yours doesn't have whiskers or a mouth.
Well, it's going to have whiskers and a mouth.
Mine's not.
What? How can you have a bunny without whiskers and a mouth?
I don't know. It looks cuter that way.
No, I think it looks cute with.
I think it looks cute without.
Mine looks like dorky eyes.
Y'all are so silly.
You mean derpy?
Okay, so I added dark green for my my bunny, what do you call it? The carrot top, and then I just brushed a little bit of light green in there so it wasn't all uniform.
Can people put likes on this video?
Yeah, they are. And Aunt Sassy says, "Hey guys," and Miss Christy's watching.
Hi.
Alright, so I'm going to take some darker green and some lighter green on my brush, and I'm just going to start brushing some texture into my grass. And I'm going to show you the difference, if you can see it. I hope you can. On the left, you see how it looks like grass, and over here it's just kind of a solid color. So that's what I'm doing. But what I just realized is I wanted to decorate my pot. I want to make it look a little bit different first. And so then I want the grass to go over the top of the pot, so I need to do the pot first. So I'm going to do some of the details right now. Kinsley, do you already have pink paint out?
Yep, there's some right there.
Where's
Alright,
the
I'm
blue?
going to get, maybe there's blues right there.
Which one did you use for your sky? This one?
I mixed blue and white.
I think I'm just going to keep the background white.
Wait, where's your tray?
It's plain and
How would
simple.
you some of yours?
Some of my blue and white, you're going to need more though.
I need,
Will you mix it?
I need the red.
Alright, let's see. Do you have paint all over you yet?
Nope.
I have it all over me yet. Alright, squirt some blue. Now, Betty, the way I did mine, I didn't really mix it. I put the white right on top of the blue, and then I took a brush, a bigger brush, like, I think I'm going to shoot a size down though. Let's see.
I want a big brush to paint though.
Well, I was going to do this one.
Okay.
And then what I did, this is just acrylic paint. It's just acrylic paint. Oh, it's flipped. Sorry. Anyway, it's just acrylic bottles of paint. I've got different brands that I'm working with right now. Just whatever paintbrushes you can find. Okay, bud, so I went into the blue and into the white so that I have both on my brush, and then I just very lightly brushed it all over. Back and forth, because then it's going to give you those two different colors. There you go. There you go. That looks good.
Wait, I got a good idea to see who gets my painting.
Okay.
Everyone who says they want it, I put their name in the paint.
That is a great idea. Aunt Sassy says, Rada.
What?
I don't know. She said your name. Alright, so I'm adding in some pink for my bunny ears. Moms, dads, grandparents, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret.
Oh gosh.
If your kids are under the age of like 10 or 11, there's a really good chance they just want you to hand them some paint and some supplies and let them have fun. They probably don't want any instruction, which frees up you from feeling like it has to look perfect. They just want it to look like theirs. That is hard. That's a hard question for me to answer, Anna. My aunt, Connie, could you chime in on that? Because she is a preschool teacher, and she has a lot more experience with kids than I do. Alright, I'm going to drag some color. Uh-oh, my daughter's looking at it like, don't do that, Mom. Drag in some different colors on my background. And then make it kind of streaky. No, you don't
I don't like streaky. I like perfect.
Oh, she likes perfect.
Yours
Kinda
does
like-
not look perfect.
Oh no, I
Kenzie.
just got black in there. Alright, so
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just
just yours.
I know.
gonna drag this in. It'll be very abstract painting today.
No one's looks perfect.
Nope.
Mine will.
Okay. Now, what do I want to do with my basket? Or pail?
Okay, I am having a lot of
I need a little more
difficulties.
blue. The white's taking it over.
Well, you have the blue's underneath. Just scoop under. Just kind of push underneath. There you go. One thing I would encourage your kids is when they're painting, especially with acrylics, to paint real light coats, because then they can dry them and they can add more.
Oh no.
What happened?
Oh no.
What? It's okay. That comes off.
Oh gosh.
If you have time.
It's fine. That's not what we're. Did you get on your shirt?
No.
Oh, just the table? Yeah, that's easy.
Okay. And so.
All right. So I'm just adding. I'm going back and kind of making my pot look or pale, whatever you want to call it,
Oh gosh.
just a little bit prettier.
I think it's pot.
It's like a planting pot.
Okay, I'm done.
This is
Reddick's
bad.
done.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna go wash my hands and I'm gonna put the people's name in the hat.
Okay, you can do that, bud. You might have to scroll back through the comments, though.
Or we could have them say it again.
Uh-oh, somebody's here. Can you see who's here?
Well, if it's not my turn.
Well, I mean, don't open the door. Just. It's probably like FedEx or someone.
It's
Oh, it's the cleaner.
Oh, crud. Hey, y'all keep painting. I'll be right back. I gotta go let Miss April in. Do you want to let her in, buddy? Okay, you can let her in. Tell her she can start upstairs, that my clean sheets are on the bed. She can start upstairs, my clean sheets are on the bed. Oh, look, guys. Look how cute this turned out. Didn't he do such a good job? He did such a good job. Look. Okay, so I'm going to keep painting. I'm working on my pot here, just making it look a little bit cleaner. That way my background can be more muted. My pot can be a little bit more. I don't want to say perfect because it's not going to be perfect.
you could say a little bit more perfect.
A little bit
because-
more perfect. A little bit more refined. You coming back, buddy?
Yes, I'm going to go get a hat.
Okay.
So
Or you could just get a bin from in
There's
here.
a blue bin right there.
Okay, and then you get a
Can you
piece.
shut the door back though so that we don't have to hear the dogs barking?
There's paper in the printer.
There's papers right over there, Reddick. Right there. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Yes. Grab one of those. Just use the back side.
I'll just use these.
Okay.
Okay, this.
Okay, where's a pencil or
There's a, oh, you got it?
okay, so ginger, right?
That's ginger. Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
All right, baby.
There's gray smudge everywhere.
So who else wanted it?
Who all wanted Reddick's painting?
I'll stand up here.
Take it away, Kinsley. Love it. You can't see K's. Okay. There. Is that better? I'll put your paint back.
I need the
I
paint.
know, but Aunt Sissy wanted to see.
I need paint.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I need the paint right
No,
here.
ma'am. Thank you.
So no one else, I think.
What?
No one else.
Okay. It was, I think not Aunt Sissy,
And Linda?
Aunt Linda and Nana.
Wanted it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's putting y'all's names in a hat. We'll see who's gonna win his bunny.
Nana.
Nana. Sorry, baby. Did you just give me a mean look?
Yes, because you smudged it again.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
You have to put even more gray on my paper.
This is real life, folks. Real life.
Did Aunt Sissy want it?
I can't remember. You'll have to ask her.
Let me see.
It's whatever you do. Don't hit the button that makes it all go away.
She said, of course.
Of course she does.
Okay, so Aunt Sissy. How do you spell? Oh, never mind.
Are we gonna give your painting away every week?
Sure.
So Reddick wants you to know you're gonna have a chance to win every week one of his paintings.
Anyone else? Last calls.
Last calls. Oh. I think that might be it, but there's only 9 people on right now.
Okay. I'm gonna put all their names in twice.
Okay.
So it's about 4. Okay, so
There we go.
Ginger. Now Nana.
So friends, I'm just dragging some light green, and then I'm going back with the same brush and I'm dragging some dark green grass.
Okay. Aunt Linda. Then Aunt Sissy. Linda.
Oh, some pink cheeks.
Beautiful.
My daughter doesn't think they're beautiful.
Okay.
That is your sarcastic voice.
Possibly how.
Wait, no. This I think this is my painting. I think that was my painting.
You're so silly.
Okay, and
We're about to do the draw, guys.
you guys tell me when to stop.
Ready or not, he's going to do the drawing. I think that they're saying stop.
Okay.
It's just delayed.
And our winner is Aunt Linda.
Aunt Linda, you won Reddick's Picasso bunny.
And we're doing this every week.
Every week we're going to do this. Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay. Leave it on the table though, because if you drop it on the carpet, you'll get paint everywhere. Every week. Uh-oh. Oh, she did the stop.
Who?
Aunt Sissy. Alright. My bunny looks a hot mess, but I'm going to let him dry.
Okay.
Congratulations!
I think that works.
You like that?
It's something. No,
I
it's
want to
not
show
dry.
it! Oh, isn't that cute?
It's not dry.
Look at these adorable bunnies.
No, it's not dry.
I need to let mine dry, and then I need the black Posca pen. So friends, if you looked at the supply list that I posted on my website, I highly recommended Posca pens, and these are so easy for kids to use to add details to their paintings. Obviously, my kiddo already did his details over here, but they're paint markers. They're not just any paint markers, they're like the Cadillac of paint markers. They work they don't like stop and skip and all the things. So I'm gonna add some details to the dry parts of my painting. Add some lines on my carrot. And let's see. Dry in there.
That's fun.
It was fun, wasn't it? See, you thought it was gonna be terrible.
I didn't think it'd be terrible. Wait a minute. Can I use this?
Yeah, no, not unless it's all the way dry. Like yours is real wet. You have to wait till it's dry.
Okay.
Are you leaving me? You don't have to stay, bud. When you're done, you can go.
Wait, so when's the next time we're doing this?
Next Thursday. We're gonna do every Thursday.
Wait, so we're doing the mask. I wonder if Miss Miriam posted it. See you later, guys.
Say peace out.
Peace out.
So guys, I'm just adding some details so that it kind of pops. There's a couple areas that I accidentally painted gray that needed to be white, so I'm actually going to fix those with my white paint marker. And then, bye friends. Yes, Ginger, come back next week and you might get a chance to win the Reddick Original. Did you drop some water on it? So friends, now I'm kind of going back and I'm outlining the major details in the painting. And you can kind of see it starts to like make it pop.
Okay, that works.
All right, show everybody your painting. Are we auctioning off the Kinsley original too?
Sure. Who wants that?
Who wants it? Isn't it pretty? Did she do such a good job? I still think it needs a mouth though. You don't think it needs a mouth?
No, I think it's cute.
Well, I think it's cute too. I just thought it needed a mouth. Just me left painting all by myself. This is the difference in kids and grown-ups is we want it to be perfect and they just want it to do it. Is that right?
Nah.
Meh. She says meh. What are we gonna have for lunch today, love?
Food.
That's a good choice. I like food.
I'm back.
You're back. Oh, Aunt Sissy wants it. Can she have it?
What?
Kinsley's original. Ah!
I'm an evil sorcerer.
Did she not message yet? Huh? Ready?
Huh?
Huh.
So, to
Miss-
Aunt Sissy.
Miss Miriam, did she not answer yet?
She didn't post it.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
I love those things.
What?
The things I was married to.
Oh, you do? Oh, I messed that up a little bit. So friends, I'm just gonna outline this. And then I've got to wait to add my my mouth, or not my mouth, I can add my mouth.
I'll get this door after this.
You want to?
Yes, sir.
My cheeks, I made my pink cheeks too thick, so I've got to wait to do my whiskers until those dry. But there it is so far. How cute! Isn't that so fun? And I love how it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be kind of, I don't know.
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
will next week should the same person be allowed to win?
You know, that's a good question. I think that's up to you. I think if you want more people to get your Reddick Original, then then yeah, I think you could make it so you can only win once. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's fair?
Okay, tell me what you think.
Yeah, Reddick wants to know. He's watching the comments, so y'all let him know what you think, if that's fair, that you can only win once. That way it gives everybody a chance to win. I think that's a really good idea. All right, friends, this is almost dry, and I can add my whiskers.
She said, Ginger said, I gotta go, but I'll be back next week for my chance to win a Reddick original.
Yes. Woo! Did y'all see his thumbs up? He did a thumbs up. I just think, these are just so cute. Where did Kinsley put hers? Oh, it's on the floor over there. All right, friends. Let me, I just wanted to show y'all the difference when you do outline with the Posca pens. It just kind of makes it all pop. So you can do more of a abstract, not perfect, and then when you outline it, it just kind of brings it back to life.
Oh, mine was way better.
Yeah, yours was way better.
Totally.
But I think that's it. So we are going to go, but I hope that you enjoyed this kids painting. And you can do that with any color sheets. If you want to do this one in particular, it's on my website under Wooden Door Hanger Templates. And it's after you download, it's the 8.5 by 11 or the letter sized. But thank y'all for joining us. We'll do something different next week. And if you don't want to buy canvases, this mixed media pad is really fun. So have a fabulous day. Bye, guys. Down there it says finish. Nope, other way, other way.